Hello everyone, good afternoon. Today is January 16th, 2024, Tuesday, 12:51. Let's discuss today's forex market. Firstly, the net profit is around $6,000 and the current net value is $751,000. Today's market seems a bit unusual. The US dollar opened strong, especially against non-US currencies which experienced a significant drop. Gold, however, remained relatively resilient. Yesterday, I took a long position in crude oil, and it turned out to be profitable as the market reached new highs. Let's take a look at today's market. Today seems challenging. The US dollar is moving in a way that suggests an upward trend. I don't know if you all have a sense of the market. Recently, the market conditions have been peculiar. It feels abnormal. Look at crude oil. Should it be strong or not? Even with the intense situation in the Middle East, crude oil hasn't been performing as expected. Lately, crude oil has been following a consistent pattern, rising during the day and falling at night, or vice versa. It's quite strange. For instance, yesterday it fell during the day and rose at night, and the day before, it rose during the day and fell at night. It's becoming increasingly difficult to understand the overall market direction. Now, looking at the US dollar index, it seems to be strong today. If we can't understand the market, it's better to follow the direction given by the current trend. The US dollar appears to be continuing its upward movement today. As for whether the gap will be filled or not, it's unclear. Each platform may vary. Some platforms might not have this gap yet, but most probably do, given the general trend of higher opens. Today, consider going long on the US dollar during the pullback. Perhaps this is the main theme. Of course, we cannot rule out the possibility of filling the gap. Considering all these factors, today's US dollar index may pull back, providing an opportunity to go long. As for the comfort level of this situation, it's somewhat odd. The market conditions are not very pleasant to observe. It might be best to wait for a pullback and then consider going long. Today's outlook for the US dollar is to go long during the pullback. As for gold, its overall trend appears healthy. Despite the drop in non-US currencies today, gold may not necessarily decline. If the rise in the US dollar is due to safe haven factors, gold might also see an increase. Considering the recent trends, I'm leaning towards a long position in gold. Around 2040 seems like a reasonable level to consider for a long position. Moving on to crude oil, the market has been acting strangely. Despite the intense geopolitical situation, crude oil hasn't been as strong as expected. However, I still see the potential for an upward movement, especially if there are geopolitical events in the Middle East affecting oil fields. Therefore, the overall trend for crude oil remains positive. For today, I suggest considering a long position around 71.8 after a pullback. Looking at the euro, it has been declining today. The euro might experience a short-term adjustment due to the drop in non-US currencies. If the US dollar continues to rise, it could impact the euro positively. Considering the recent trend, I'm contemplating a short position in euro around 1.0935. Similar to the euro, the pound sterling is following a similar trend. The pound is more aggressive, so I'm looking at an optimal short position around 1.271. To summarize, today's market is a bit peculiar. The US dollar index might pull back for a long position around 102.70. Gold remains in a low long position strategy around $2040. Crude oil is suggested for a long position around $71.80 after a pullback. Euro is considered for a short position around $1.093, and pound sterling for a short position around $1.271. Wishing everyone a successful trading day.